Super excited. I'm really pumped up. You're welcome to today's episode of the Financial Market Culture. Now, our goal is to raise amazing traders who will be enjoying trading. And guys, for the past few months, we've been consistently dishing out the right content for you. And I'm very excited about this episode. You want to make sure you click on the subscriber button if this is your first time. Also, click on the like button and help somebody by sharing this video so that someone can gain value to this. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about entry strategy. Some people call it redefining order blocks. Some people will have a lot of different approach to it. But guys, we're going to be dealing with entry strategy, what you can master, how the market behaves. I'm going to be touching various ways. All you need to do is to make sure you watch it to the end so that you will not miss out in any step. Right down. So the first thing I want to share with you is that number one, have an understanding that you are to trade on higher time frame. When you are to trade on higher time frame, have an understanding that you are to analyze on higher time frame. So you want to analyze on daily charts, weekly charts, monthly charts. You don't want to miss this. Now, your goal is now to enter on 4 hours, on 2 hours, on 1 hour, on 5 minutes. Now, if you're an intraday person, you can do what? You can have your analysis done on daily charts, 4 hours charts, and 2 hours chart. Then your entry chart will be 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So in this session, we'll be talking to you about 2 entries. Then in the next episode, I'll share more for you. So how does this work? Your goal is to look for a higher time frame confluence. Either you're a supply and demand trader, either you are a support and resistance trader, either you are a trend trader, either any of the strategies you're using, either you're an indicator trader, RSI, MACD, stochastics, all the rest. All you need to do is to see all of these on your analysis chart. Now, when you see any of your confirmation on the analysis chart, then you go next to your entry chart. Your entry chart is the lower time frame chart. And that is where you want to see several approaches, that's where you want to implement your several entry strategy. So let's go deeper into entry strategy. So for this example, let's say I'm a supply and demand trader, which I am. I have a rally, a base, and a drop. What I want to see is I want to see the market have a good departure, then come back into this level for mitigation for us to drop. So what you have to do is to come in here on what? On lower time frame. So we call this risk entry. So risk entry means I am not going on a lower time frame. I just want to put my stop loss here. I want to just enter here because I believe that it will drop. But when you are going to lower time frame, you will call this confirmation entry. Confirmation entry. So let's get into it. So these are the 2 things I'm going to be sharing with us right now. So let's go into a weekly chart. So on this weekly chart, currently we have the market around this drop base rally. I now choose to what? To enter. This will be my entry. And my stop loss will be here. So that's about 1 to 7. Now, risk entry means I'm putting pending order here and I'm putting my stop loss here. Okay? I'm putting entry here, I'm putting stop loss here, and I'm going in. And this works. The only challenge with this is that you have a huge stop loss. Because I need you to understand that this happens in several ways. And a lot of time, market is not a stereotype model. So it's not that every day you see the one that will take off without confirmation. And you just see the market pull up and start buying. And when it does that, it means that if you use any other pattern of entry or any other style of entry, you might miss this trade. And if you don't want to miss this trade, then you want to go in on risk entry. Now, what's the disadvantage of risk entry? You have an extreme 80 pip stop loss. So with risk entry, the challenge is that you have a higher stop loss. You have a higher stop loss. And number two is that there are higher chances that the trade will come and hit stop loss. It's more than 50% chance that the trade could come and hit stop loss, no matter if you strongly believe it's a set and forget and all of that. So you want to take risk entry if you don't want to miss the trade and you have done all your check-ins and you have a better understanding that this will deliver. Okay? Very key. So the second part of entry, which you want to learn, is the confirmation entry. So a confirmation entry is when the market bounces. Let me go to another pair. We're currently on GBP card. GBP card is currently, we are currently selling GBP card. And we add a flip zone here. So on weekly time frame, we went to 4 hours, and on 4 hours, you want the trend to start. What do I mean trend to start? Instead of you putting entry here and putting your stop loss here, you will wait for the market to give a change of character or break of structure. Then you will wait for the market to come back for the retracement. So when the market comes back for the retracement, that will now be your entry. So you are not entering on the first touch on the supply zone. So you will always wait. So if you are selling, let's say the higher time frame zone is this, you want to see the market come into it, then break the previous trend, then come back. That is what is called confirmation entry. Then you can drive it down. Now, when you see this, number one, it has its own advantage and it also has its own disadvantage. What is the advantage? The advantage is that from 188 pips that you will naturally have, you will be able to reduce it to like 30 pips, 50 pips, which I'm sure this is very good. Now, what is the disadvantage? The disadvantage is that you will be trading less. You will not have so many trades to pick because there are some trades that will come into this supply and will not do break of structure and it will start dropping. So if you are a trader who is aggressive, putting pending order and putting stop loss here will be your way. If you are a trader who is a conservative trader, holding to see a confirmation entry will be your way. Mr. Mayowa, what is the best? The two are the best. From experience, you want to be able to take the one that works for you. Okay? Because I don't want, because of the audience that we have, both on YouTube and other social media platforms. We have different kinds of traders. We have those who are aggressive traders. We have those who are conservative traders. So a conservative trader will have to wait and use the conservative way of trading, which is less trading, but he has more reason to lose trade. But the other hand, aggressive trader will have a lot of trades that will be running at the same time. So you want to ask yourself, who am I? What's my personality? Am I an aggressive trader, or am I a conservative trader? You must be able to identify this. And Mr. Mayowa, how do I identify this? Then you want to make sure you journal. So journal, write down the position of your trade, write down the stop losses, write down the take profit, and with time, by time you are done with a month or two implementing it, you will now be able to say to yourself, okay, this is what works for me. This is my type of person, and I can flow with that. And I'm sure you guys gain some amazing value in today's financial trading culture. Guys, always stay tuned, 7 p.m. West African time. I'm going to be educating with amazing content that will help you. If this is your first time, don't forget to click on the subscriber button, and we're going to be scaling out from there. Now, why are we sharing this today? It is because we have several people talking about how do I enter a trade? How do I redefine a trade? And because of these questions, we've been able to do this. So if you have more questions, you want to drop it on the comment below. If you appreciate what we are doing, type in on the comment below. Thank you, Mr. Mayowa. I appreciate this. This will help me, so that it will help us to know that we're giving you guys the right content and we're good to go. So I'll see you in the next episode. What do you do right now? Go to your chart, look at their top-down analysis, look at support and resistance, supply and demand, trend line charge, and use your risk entry on your demo account. Use the wait and take in patiently the confirmation entry, and you can also put that down. Journal the two, trade it for a while, and decide which one works for you. Personally, I use the confirmation entry because I'm a conservative trader. I'm not an aggressive trader. I trade less on trades because of my personality, but I don't want to impose that on you. Learn it, put it to work, and let me hear your testimony on that. I'm super excited. All you need to do, if you have any challenge, you want to reach out to my team or hi, do us a mail at contact@owolabi.com, and I look forward to your success. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.